Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Triple Option, the third in our Talkin' Transfer series, and we saved the best for last, the pièce de resistance, the big gun, because today we're talking national championships and chef's kisses. We're talking the 2018 Peach Bowl. We're talking the game that capped off UCF's quote finger perfect national championship season against Auburn, a game that they won, the 2018 Peach Bowl 34-27. Our boy, McKenzie Milton, 16 for 35, 242 yards, 2 touchdowns, 13 rushes, 116 rushing yards, led the team in rushing. We'll have to analyze that a little bit, see if that's something that's going to carry forward. Had a touchdown. Brandon Bam Moore, he's number 20 on the screen. Another defensive back transfer that Florida State got from UCF is in this game, made his presence felt, and I am excited to talk about it. We're also going to be looking at highly requested, highly excited fan-based player Jermaine Johnson, the Georgia defensive end transfer. We're going to be looking at some of his plays against the University of Alabama, the national championship, Alabama Crimson Tide. Boys, I'm excited. Adam, are you?
Hell yeah.
If you weren't, now are you?
Absolutely. Look, Jermaine Johnson's a stud. Like he's the biggest get of the offseason, in my opinion. And then, look, I was rooting against UCF in this game, but I'm going to.
Were you really, you miser?
I can't root for them. I can't root for those turds. Are you kidding me? Come on.
I didn't think they got real turdy until after this game.
Are you an
anti-G5
they were
still
guy?
America's
yes, I am anti-G5.
So you don't like fun?
No, they don't exist in my world, okay?
Oh my
I'm
God.
up here.
Oh,
I'm sitting up here on my ivory college football tower and just enjoying
jokes.
myself.
Yeah,
That's
UCF
good.
would have beat us
love
for the past 5 years.
Never changed, dog. Well, Kevin, now that your sensibilities of G5
that's gonna
football have
make me
been
friends.
offended, how are you doing? I bet your blood's boiling a little bit.
Oh, no, I watched this game live. I've probably watched this game 5-10 times.
Kellen Moore didn't play. Why would you watch this game?
Oh, yeah, I've watched that Oklahoma-Boise State game. Even though he wasn't in that game, I watched that like 100 times, man. I could probably tell you every play in that game. The Georgia-Boise State game, I've watched that several times. That was a good game.
I love it. Let's just see you guys.
I'm
You guys are
excited. I
perfect.
love to watch David take.
He likes turd ball.
Terrible. That's such an old man in your little orange Tang drink or whatever the hell you're drinking. All right, well, good. We've got a lot of stuff already flying at you, so I'm excited about this episode. I say let's just start the film now. Let's just jump in and you two guys can just fight it out. Dark Knight style. I'll break the pool cue and you guys just whoever kills the other one wins.
All right, let's do it.
One
of these two head coaches actually still has a Power 5 head coaching job. So.
Oh, Frosty. Yeah. He's killing it up there around my neck.
He's doing so well.
He's loving it.
One coached at an actual national championship game.
Shoot, we could probably skip all this. We probably should have pre-screened that. There we go.
The pageantry? Okay, right to kickoff, boys.
Oh, we get McKenzie to start the game? Excellent.
Oh, yeah, we do. I'm going to warn you guys. This first half is not going to be pretty.
No.
Okay, so I've got to have my spins in order.
Yeah, that was.
And you just as promised.
I blame the wide receiver.
That lightning quick release, though, is beautiful.
This is probably some sort of it's a read here. It's similar to the play that we run with Jordan Travis, except I don't think there's actually a quarterback keep option. I think it's just a run or a screen, and they're looking at this outside.
I actually think it's play action based on left tackle's drop, but.
Oh, you think so?
Yep.
That makes sense. So he's talking about this being a pass drop instead of an actual run drop like you'd see in a traditional RPO. The eyes are what I was seeing, but I think you're right, AB.
So just no action of the offensive lineman blocking downfield, just like a straight pass.
I think it's a screen, and you look at the receivers going out the block. What's nice about it, though, is how quick Milton gets the ball. That's something Florida State needs out of the quarterback position.
Quick
again. That's not a terrible pass. He threw it kind of outside where only his guy can get it. It's just.
It's just classic G5 team out talented.
Classic.
But this is something that I don't think we're going to lose with Milton's leg injury right here. Just the fact that he's able to get a little time. He finds some space in the pocket. He keeps his eyes downfield. He might lose some straight line speed, but I don't think he's going to lose that kind of that
the
kind
pocket awareness. I mean, he
Yeah.
said, I think he said in interviews that he's 90% ready. I'm with you there, Kev. I think he's going to keep some of that pocket awareness. Not going to be near as elusive as Jordan Travis was. But now when UCF's playing defense up here, number 20 is our guy. Bam Margera, Brandon Moore. That's our guy.
All
Again,
ladder milk.
there's no pre-screening here, so who knows?
No. We're going in
Who knows how
blind.
much he's in there? But
I
Guys,
know he's
we're
got 2
repunting.
tackles from the stat sheet.
yeah, I mean, he was a starter for them, so.
I will say, like, we'll see what this film yields. We do not pre-screen it, but after watching some plays from that kid, man, I am excited for him. I'm way more excited than when he first committed it.
Yeah, it looks like he's taking a cover 2 drop up at the top of the screen there. I believe that's him in there. It looked like 20.
Yeah, but the top here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these plays are going away from him.
Yeah, he's not on the action. I think it was Shaquille, one of the Griffin brothers, makes a lot of plays in this game. All right, so he's in
Oh,
coverage.
that's him at the bottom.
Is it?
Yeah, that's number 20.
Donde.
So I guess the fact that his back plate is out is going to be the indication.
The
We
dead
can't see his
get. Look
number.
for that, guys.
Just like a old.
Good find.
I like that. I'm always a fan of like exposed back plates and exposed
yeah.
midriff in football. Like that's it. I'm all about the old Ezekiel Elliott just showing the tummy. It's
The
always
thing
very
about it is
imposing.
it's like an arm sleeve in basketball. You can't do it unless you're like a total stud. If you're a scrub and you're doing it,
You
it's
look
just
like an
embarrassing.
You look like a DB.
Here's a little-
McKenzie with a nice little flip.
Little jet outside zone kind of feel. So
Is Scott Frost's offense more similar to Mike Norvell's than Josh Heupel's was?
yeah, Heupel's a air raid guy. I actually think there's a lot of similarities between him and Frost.
Okay.
So this was actually an interesting play. I saw that I'm doing a video on McKenzie Milton later this week, and this was a play I debated putting in there, but I didn't. He actually motioned this running back over here pre-snap. And my first thought was he did it because some people like to run to one techniques for inside zone instead of the 3 techniques. So one of these guys is shaded on the inside shoulder of the guard, one is on the outside. But I actually think it's just a pre-planned motion. What do you think, AB?
Yeah, that's not something typically a quarterback checks in the middle of the game, or middle of the play, but
Right. It's a triple option like we saw earlier, like you see Jordan Travis run. So I think
there's obviously a look that they're getting there, but they have 2 plays called, and he's checking them at the line of scrimmage.
right. They did a lot of this, like designed runs with him.
Quarterback power.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that. I would say that part.
carry over.
Yeah, I would say that part of his game's probably gone for the most part.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Is you not because he was entirely unable, but you just don't want him.
Yeah, he's very fluid back there too. I mean, he's an impressive kid to watch for his size and just kind of his stature. I mean, he
Oh yeah, that was real fluid.
okay.
Good timing there, AB.
Bad snap.
That's
not his fault.
no.
Bad snap.
That's on him.
That's on the center. That's on the center.
Oh,
He's got his eye. Listen, I'm an
I'm a
offensive
center.
line coach. He's
I was a center.
I blame the SEC speed.
that ball's got to be in the belly.
The talent. Now they are going up against an Auburn defense, I believe, that was top 10 in S&P plus. So good team. They beat Alabama that year. This is a solid team the old Knights are playing against.
Auburn didn't want to be there.
Here he is at the bottom of the screen. Brandon Moore.
There we go.
I tell you, Moore's he's lockstep with his receiver though.
Yeah, look, this is pretty good.
Little press action down there.
Yeah.
Florida State fans are gonna love seeing somebody impress.
I mean, shoot, that looked better than anything I saw all year.
Well, it was funny because a lot of fans didn't think we played press, but we did. We just played it horrifically. So maybe it was unrecognizable.
I mean, you can see the guys up there. They just would get beat.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, mechanically we were pretty poor this year.
I don't know if he's in right now.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Just look for that back plate.
I tell you, outside corners, trying to find film of outside corners is darn near impossible because screens never really show them. They're always so zoomed in.
But I hate that they zoom in.
Do you
We have
guys think
HDTV. Show us some all 22.
Do you guys think that if Moore comes back healthy, he's earmarked for one of the starting spots?
Yeah, he's based on things we've heard and stuff. He's
Mhm.
one of the more talented D-backs they're going to have if he's healthy.
Right. Whatever happened to Dotson?
He got hurt, and I think he's going to be your nickel guy, right? Or is that
that's going to
now
be
you got Jamie Robinson?
Yeah, that's going to be Jamie Robinson. I would say he's probably going to be competing for that field corner position. Dotson.
If Robinson's at nickel, then where do you put Brownlee?
I don't think first of all, I don't think Brownlee's a nickel anyway. I mean,
he did pretty well at that
outside
spot.
guy?
He did okay. I mean, I don't think his feet are good enough to play in there full time. But I mean, he's going to compete at one of these outside spots. Fuller loves to rotate D-backs, so I mean, they're all going to get time to play. If they compete in practice and whatnot.
That's true.
What did
this
we
was
see
not
from
a good
McKenzie?
drive by McKenzie.
Yeah, I was going to say, what did you guys see from that? Just it does seem, and I think we mentioned this on previous episodes, the first McKenzie Milton one. It's kind of like streaks, right? Hot and cold. It's just it's not like I said, the kid can heat up when necessary.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people. Go ahead, Kev.
You see that in the second half. That's exactly what happened.
Teaser.
Like I've seen a lot of people talk about his accuracy, and I don't feel like it's as much of a strength as it was kind of made out to be or hyped up to be in the beginning. Like I do feel like he's streaky. He has moments where the ball comes out, ball gets high, and it's off target, and then but when he mechanically is sound, like then he really gets heated up.
I think he does a good job of making the ball catchable. So even though he might not have the best accuracy, he might miss a few throws here and there. If he's anywhere close, the ball's super catchable.
Gotcha. Okay, what goes behind a catchable ball? Is that velocity? Is that like spin?
He generally puts it in a place where only his guy can get it. So if he's missing, he's usually missing to the right side of the receiver. And then, he puts good touch on the ball.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, he's got.
Who's that? Is that Stidham?
Yeah, he's got hand talent. So the ball is at times comes out a little bit softer and a little easier to catch.
Oh, Gus. Fair.
Right, there's more
R.I.P. Gus Malzahn.
Playing some more zone technique down here. I tell you, he looks very fluid and able to run.
Right, he's running with receivers.
Yeah, you gotta like that speed. Again, you're hoping that it's back, right? Yep. It's a risk, but is it? I know this is the take that everybody's kind of up in arms about, but is there? I think there's a lot of reward there if he is healthy, and if he's not, I mean, is it really costing you a whole lot?
I'm telling you, look at that coverage, though. This is a completion, but, I mean, watch it. This is a hard route to defend man on man. And it's a great throw and catch.
Yeah, he's right there, too.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm with you, Adam. I think the problem is that it's not Brandon Moore versus the cornerbacks that we have, because if this kid's healthy, he's a clear upgrade. People's minds are thinking, "Oh, it's Brandon Moore. We took him instead of an offensive tackle
instead of Wanya Morris, who we weren't."
Yeah, exactly. Some kid that we didn't have a chance. You know how it is.
It's just silly, in my opinion. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I think he had an opportunity to upgrade a room that he really needed a lot of talent infusion.
Like I said, we would have seen if this take would have caused the same amount of angst if Brandon Moore came before the cornerback from Arkansas.
The McClellan kid, yeah.
We'll see. I'm sure we'll talk about this on future episodes. We'll see if Florida State ends up taking a tackle in the transfer portal.
Yeah. They got to come available. They certainly seem to be picky about it right now.
Yeah.
I think they have room to be. I think that
good scramble by McKenzie.
Yeah, honestly, our offensive line group was one of our better groups last year, which is saying a lot.
Yeah,
it's improving.
I mean, I think that has more to say about the rest of the team, but
yeah, standard downs they still struggle, but again, you keep seeing Milton get the ball out quick, which is going to help a not great pass blocking offensive line. I mean, think about Travis held the ball a long time. Chuba held the ball not quite as long because he's a better player. But
wait, why is that? Oh, there you go.
And then obviously James Blackman in the games he started was notorious for holding the ball forever. So
with Jordan Travis being in the game last year, we mitigated a lot of the deficiencies on the offensive line, with the triple option stuff and with the reading. McKenzie Milton's not as mobile. How are we going to kind of hide around the offensive line that's still going to be probably going to be better, but not that good? Just a lot of play action stuff, quick throw. Like, what do you think they're going to do? What's going to look different next year with McKenzie Milton as opposed to the stuff they did with Jordan Travis to help him out with our offensive line?
I think you do a lot more RPO.
Yeah. RPO quick game too.
Quick game. Yep.
You couldn't throw quick game this year.
Why is that?
We haven't been able to throw a quick game in several years.
Because Blackman's motion was it's always been long, and we talked about it, and they were able to speed up the process some, but he also couldn't process fast enough for the quick game stuff.
Understood.
Yeah, he didn't see a receiver open until he was wide open.
And Jordan is such a methodical thrower because he's constantly thinking about his mechanics.
Gotcha. It's not effortless. It's always like plant foot here, do this here, do that.
He's not fluid at all.
Right. Okay. That's McKenzie Milton is a ball player. He doesn't have the talent and the raw ability that James Blackman might have, but he knows how to get the ball to where it needs to go.
I also think McKenzie Milton's gonna be able to handle a hell of a lot more with the playbook. So
yeah, and he's gonna have more time to digest it. Really, obviously, with a regular, fingers crossed, off season. Low scoring game so far. I guess Kev, you've seen this 900 times. Big point explosion in the second half.
Yeah, McKenzie. He plays a different ball game in the second half.
Does he? He's in the flow state.
Yeah, no, he gets it.
McKenzie Milton flu game. God, who's that running back? That's a big lad.
I think that's Carry On, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah. He was, yeah.
When he wasn't injured, he was a stud. I liked him.
Ooh!
Oh, that hurts. That hurts your mama.
Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, yes. Tasteful claps. Oh, look. Stidham.
Oh, bounce right to him.
There you go.
This is Stidham was a run. He was a dual threat in high school, guys.
Yeah.
Well,
nice pick, Patriots.
How about that?
Ooh, more.
Yeah.
The old Jet Reed there.
I found that to be one of the hardest reads in the running game when I was playing.
It's really fast.
Oh, right. Wow. Okay.
He's a quick mesh.
How much of that do we expect to carry over?
0. Yeah, let's watch it again. Yeah, I don't think we're getting any of this.
0. I mean,
right here, but I think he's going to try to throw it after that point.
I mean, I think he's probably going to try some of that. 0. That's probably not accurate. I mean, maybe 25% of that.
Okay.
I just don't think that's as much of his game anymore. He might want to think that it is, but I think he's going to find out pretty quick that it's probably not.
There's a mental aspect to it. Like, you see all these guys that go to the NFL and get injured, and they're just not the same.
You know what's nice though? Is that he did play this year for UCF. It just was as their scout team quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he was on the field. He probably didn't get hit at all, but he was at least out there running around, able to get an idea of where he is.
Well, it's kind of like you see like basketball players like age, like an explosive guy like a Vince Carter. You see like they start to like rely on post-ups and jumpers where they have to change the way they play. And maybe, like you said, maybe McKenzie got out some of the kinks of changing up, tweaking his style when nobody could see. So once again, like a known but an unknown. It's going to be very intriguing 2021 for the Knowles.
I'll tell you that right now, Moore's a rangy kid out there. He looks freaking huge.
Is that? No.
More. He's up at the top of the screen, I believe.
Yeah, I thought I saw him earlier in the drive.
So good size, good fluidity.
Yeah, I mean, and they want to play more zone stuff, so that's helpful.
How do you feel about that turn right there?
Oof.
Turn the wrong way. Maybe that's how they Williams? I don't know. Maybe he did.
That kid was a monster, bro.
With one hand.
Yeah. Oh, man, look at that thing.
It's a hell of a story, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's our boy. He got a penalty. This is him.
Oh, did he go? Yeah.
Oh, no. Auburn got the penalty, but then he came. Watch, he's running in. He pushed him at the
that's right.
end.
Nobody.
He's fighting for his
Right here.
brothers.
He's getting in there.
Yeah, stop it. Yeah, team guy, glue guy. We like that. Scrappy.
That's the word on him. Is he's a team captain? I mean, he was supposedly was a team captain this year for UCF, and he was playing scout team.
And he's a scrapper. I like him scrappy.
Yeah, the biggest problem with Florida State Miami the past few years is there haven't been all-out brawls before the game starts.
I agree. I'm a big proponent of brutality and violence. I wish I want a good dust up before a game. I'm with you, Kev.
I hate that. Let's go stand at the 50-yard line and bounce up and down on that.
Yeah. No, punch each other.
Yeah, that was a good throw right there. It was just kind of dropped. This was not as good of a throw.
That was not a great throw. There again, inconsistency with some of the accuracy. It all goes back to his footwork.
I also think
that's what. Okay, so it's all his feet.
In my opinion. I mean, just watching him, it's a lot of footwork stuff.
Yeah, he's that. I think that comes with having that quick trigger, though.
Mm-hmm. It does. Yeah, it's you kind of 6 and 1, half dozen the other. I don't want him to speed up or slow down, so I live with it.
Jared Stidham, Gus Malzahn's problem, in my opinion, is the fact that he refused to get a right. Yeah, is that
he has no job?
Yeah, he has no job.
No, go ahead.
Why does he keep wanting to bring in these slow quarterbacks? Like, I know Stidham's supposed to be a dual threat, but let's be real. He's best when he's got a cornerback playing quarterback.
Yeah, you know what? That's a great point. And Auburn does pretty well in the recruiting because they're dirty, no good, rotten, cheating scumbags. But it's like use some of that ill-begotten influence to get yourself a mobile QB.
I refuse to believe that that's what his offense was based around.
I want to thank Auburn for sending Tracy Rucker up to the Philadelphia Eagles to be their defensive line coach.
Oh yeah, go Birds! You're a bird guy, aren't you?
I certainly am.
Wait, who's their new head coach today?
Nick Sirianni, baby.
Nice.
Coordinator from the Colts.
Sounds like a secondary character from The Sopranos.
I've never heard. Nobody's ever heard of the guy. It's okay. We're gonna suck. We're gonna suck forever again.
Yeah, I don't watch the NFL. If I wanted to watch 10-year-old offenses operate, then I'd probably just watch 10-year-old in college football.
Goodness.
I love you guys are so opposite on football, and you do a show together. It really just. It just like makes me happy.
Man, Carry-On was a guy. What happened to Carry-On?
He went to the Lions.
He went to the Lions. That's exactly right. He went to the Lions.
I love it.
Where NFL careers go to die.
The silver and blue vortex, like the Bermuda Triangle.
Here's a missed tackle by Brandon Moore.
Is that him? So
yeah.
He's playing in the slot here.
Here. Well, kind of. I think he's a safety over.
Yeah. That's interesting.
He was kind of cut out to dry with that route, but
that's a tough one.
Alignment screwed him from the get-go, but I don't think he's built for playing in that slot. You got a lot of two-way goes.
And I don't think we're not going to ask him to do that in our defense.
No, that was good coverage.
I'd imagine he's going to be in the boundary.
That was good coverage.
That wasn't Brandon Moore, but
no.
Yeah, he probably got some good teaching.
Brandon could have done it as well.
I mean, here's Brandon missing another tackle, and he's injured.
So this was 3
years we show you everything here on the triple option, people.
And this is the pros of not just watching highlights, is that you kind of get to see everything.
Oh, nobody's perfect, right?
Yeah, this is him. I'm struggling over here.
It's a nice transition.
Yeah, good break. Yeah,
look like a little T-step, maybe.
Yeah.
We've seen that. We've seen that running past the ball carrier. That was very Brendan Gannish. I've seen that before. I know.
Yeah,
what that
but when Brendan
like.
Gann did connect, he
yeah, baby, yeah.
Scott Frost is furrowing his imaginary eyebrows.
He's got the doo-doo face. Scott Frost has a very donkey face.
Scott, if you're watching this, we're sorry.
Yeah, I should have. I'm not sorry.
He's just thinking about things he's going to do to corn in Nebraska.
That's right. Well, weak. They have weak corn, in my opinion.
Ooh, weak corn, eh?
They need to get the steroids
Nebraska corn, very overrated. Very overrated corn.
Not sweet enough for your liking?
It's just not good. It's just they're a bunch of jabroni. It's jabroni corn. It can't hold a candle to Iowa corn.
Oh, okay.
Can't say I've ever sat down and compared the two.
Yeah, well, you don't live in the Midwest, brother.
Yeah, that's.
I've had North Carolina corn.
Yeah, just to get out of here. Get off my stream.
It was rocky. It was rocky and unpleasant.
Tastes like tobacco.
McKenzie.
Yeah.
McKenzie with another miss.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting that speed.
No.
So what do we think
What do you
here,
think of
guys?
4-2?
Compared to
About
the game
Chuba's
we
speed?
watched him play against Memphis, what do we think about McKenzie's performance so far over here? I'd say honestly, he's been much more impressive with his legs, which
He kind of
that's
had
the
to
one
be.
that's
I
like
think he was a little flustered, and he's probably not used to people being able to just sit in man coverage against his guys.
right. And it's like we mentioned before, very, very good Auburn defense this year.
I mean, I think he's done a good job of taking what the defense has given him. I mean,
Okay.
you know.
So you're still, I mean, you're not too, other than the couple of the misses here and there, it's not
Yeah.
egregious in your opinion.
No, I don't think so. I mean, these guys are getting locked up.
So
When you got D-backs turning their backs and running down the field, I mean, that's what any good offensive person will tell you is quarterback's got to run.
Oof, speaking of run, that's a nice return.
Run, Forrest.
yeah, despite everything, UCF is winning after the first half.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked good.
100% on the back of the offense.
2 players, Brandon Moore and McKenzie Milton.
Who said G5 can't play defense? Oh,
That's a
I
lot of
talked
people.
too soon.
Yeah,
Is that our boy? No.
No.
Good. Our boy's on the right thing.
I was
Man, you
wondering for a
teed it up
second.
perfectly, dude. That's great. Oh, and target.
Targeting 23. Oh,
Get
he
out of here.
mad.
Get
I was
out of
sweating
here.
pretty hard when this happened.
What?
I always pull
Whoa.
hard for the underdog. I think that's
The old falling down targeting.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, don't duck your head. Ooh,
that kid's
33s.
12.
He looks like it.
Oh my God, what is that guy?
Is that Bo Nix?
Dude, that guy just got
No.
targeted back to 12th to being 12.
That's like a 14-year-old from TikTok, and he's playing for the Auburn Tigers. Like, what is going on? The TikTok kid is just got leveled.
Targeted back in time, dude.
He did. Jesus. Bleeding out of his ears. Poor little TikTok
Let's
13-year-old.
go, McKenzie. Boom, boom.
All right. When does
There you
our
go.
boy really
There
start
we
heating
go.
up,
There we
Kev?
go. Right there. Right
Now?
We can
Now
ignore the
o'clock?
fact that was a clearly illegal man
That's-
downfield.
there. Hey, whatever. That's a beautiful throw.
Is that 3 yards? Close enough.
No, you're good. You're good.
Gray area.
He's good.
Gray area.
I just
Ambiguity.
the ball comes out so fast.
Yeah, it
You
does.
like it. Yeah.
It's a
And-
complete
and he
180
does-
from anything we've had.
Yeah, and he seems to make the right decision 9 times out of 10.
Right.
That's
I
screen
think
game.
I think the accuracy thing came from he had the second highest quarterback efficiency this season behind Baker Mayfield,
Oh, really?
and it's all decision making and anticipation.
Uh-huh.
When he's throwing to people, they're open. You know.
Yeah.
He's so different than any quarterback we've had in such a long time, too.
Do you
Like,
think this is
his game is just so different?
Do you think this is the mold that Norvell wants? Like, we've seen Norvell have a couple different types. We've seen him with the Brady White type, and now he's
He had a
going after
running
McKenzie
quarterback
Milton.
at Arizona State too. I don't know. I think he's one of those guys you just can't turn down.
Yeah.
Like I said, maybe not prototypical. Now, 2017 McKenzie Milton's probably prototypical, just because he's actually a lot better at getting, at least from the other film that I've seen. I haven't seen too much of it this game, but McKenzie, even though he doesn't have a big arm, he's pretty good about pushing the ball downfield, which I think is something that Norvell definitely wants. So, yeah, a slightly bigger, like I think this is the type that he
wants to be able to
aggressive in
stretch the ball
pursuing it.
vertically. That's
Right.
definitely a thing.
Well, I guess does he want to be able to run the ball with the quarterback?
I
Oh,
think that's secondary, honestly.
I think it helps. It helps with Mike Norvell's methodology
There's
of
our
trying
guy.
to get
Let's watch.
matchups and gaps and stuff like that.
We
And
get
he'll use that to get an advantage.
Yeah, tough. This is man on man.
We get a
Press.
PI here.
an offensive PI?
Defensive. I don't know. He's kind of looking back. I don't know if
He's calling for
confused or-
offensive pass interference, which
Okay.
there wasn't. He just kind of, I think that was just speed.
I'll tell you right now, though. I mean, he's right there.
He does look big. Like you said, good frame.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a decent man turn. He just looked like he was.
He lost it when he turned.
Pretty young here too. I mean, this
Yeah,
is
that's what I was
from
going to
2018.
say. I mean,
he's much more grizzled now.
He had a leg injury as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, I believe so.
I wish we could point out a lot more of his big plays, but it is what it is.
Well, if they're not going towards him, that's also a good sign. No.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, they really haven't targeted him much. That was probably
They know.
second given up reception.
They read the scouting report. All right, Auburn takes the lead, as they say.
Mm.
Oh, weird seeing football games with full stadiums, dude.
I don't know. You didn't watch much Texas A&M this year, did you?
No, I didn't catch many of their games.
Just ask Dan Mullen.
All right, so McKenzie Milton's back to the corner here.
More
They went back
Reed.
to that little outside zone read thing.
Tough yards.
Screen.
AB, would you have considered that outside zone blocking? It almost looked further outside. I don't know what to even call that.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a stretch blocking.
Right.
All right.
It's jet. I mean,
What do we think
Beautiful.
about that?
Little so
little fade.
actually I might talk about this play in my video, but it's a little hitch
It's just
fade
smash, isn't it?
concept. It's smash, but
Smash with a conversion, right? I mean,
well, everybody's running these hitch fades now instead of smash.
Yeah.
What
just
is
'cause it makes-
smash for the piece?
So smash is a corner route instead of a fade route. So it's just
but smash has different conversions based on the coverage. So like
right.
against cover 3, it looks like one thing. It's a high-low concept with the outside and inside guy, based on that high-low can happen in different places, but it's just it's dictated by what the coverage is.
Gotcha. So
Right.
these are reads that were the receivers making
Well, yeah, they're
on their route.
Yeah, I mean, in Jimbo's playbook, they were making those reads. I don't know if everybody else does that or not, but
I think I don't think too many people make those kind of reads. I think that's when receivers talking about learning his playbook as being difficult. I think people will learn to find space and adjust to space, but to completely change routes like Jimbo did, I think is a little bit more rare. I think I've seen
that's a drop.
Lincoln Riley's
Yeah.
playbook, which is probably where some of this, like, they probably came from the same source, and it's a called play with the hitch fade.
Good throw. I liked it.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that. See, now I do think he'll still be able to do some of that. Maybe not quite as quick, but
See, he's smart. He threw an interception, but he knew it was out of bounds. So, well, I think the toe's out. He's playing. Everybody else is playing checkers, and he's playing 40.
That's
chest
right.
on.
He
just wants him to have hope.
That's right.
That he could throw in.
Stephen Hawking, Galaxy Brain, McKenzie Milton.
He knows.
Galaxy Brain.
All right, so coming to Brandon Moore, he didn't take on that block very well.
No,
Did
like
not
to see
love
him be a
that.
little more, like to see him be a little more physical.
Which
So
is
you guys, what I'm
interesting.
talking about.
Well, on the highlights, I saw, and once again, that's
Yeah,
why we
no,
don't watch
you're
the
right. This
is
highlights
him.
here.
You
Pretty
kind of
physical.
want him to take on a block, maybe. I don't.
Well, he's on his heels. He's on his heels there, but let's run it. I mean,
Yeah, maybe he's just trying to shed it.
turned it back in anyway. Again, he was young in this film too. I mean,
That's true. A lot can change.
Oh, Stidham, those legs.
Speed.
Will McKenzie Milton in 2021 be more mobile than Jarrett Stidham in 2018?
well, I think so.
Comparable.
No.
I think he'll have better pocket presence than Jared Stidham.
I hope so. I don't like watching him play quarterback at all.
No.
And imagine that somebody drafted him.
Oh, the Patriots did.
And let Tom Brady walk because they wanted to see what he could do.
Tom Brady's not any good.
What? You're just saying that to make me mad.
Tim Bradley's all right.
Look at that.
What do you guys think about that, man?
It's the same fade route. Oh, no, it's a switch route.
Mm-hmm.
So
a nice tight window, fitting it in. Unafraid. Cojones. Good throw.
All right, so you got man coverage across the board. This guy's going to kind of run this shallow route.
He's just running a pick.
Right, it's a pick. And then he's going to run him off. This is man. And it kind of just a little pick to get this guy trailing. And the Auburn guy does a great job of covering it. There's only like 6 inches of space here.
Just a good throw, boys.
Beautiful throw. That's what I was talking about. He lights it up in the second half. It's like a different player. But that's kind of also what happens when the offense is so vertical. You know, you live and die on whether that's a completion or not.
Right. Very true. Yeah, it just dispels the myth. You don't need to have a huge arm to be a vertical threat.
Oh, that's pretty.
Man, I will be right back.
Wait, what?
I gotta let the dog out.
Oh my god.
Just let it run. I'll be back.
I was gonna say we can handle it.
Yeah, just let it.
He saw.
Just let it run. Let it run.
Go ahead.
He saw. This is what got him to leave right here.
Don't forget to pick up your dog's poop.
He
Bring it back.
decided that he saw McKenzie Milton throwing mesh.
Oh, a concept that just he doesn't like. Now we got the 2 air raid guys here. We kicked out that run game nerd.
This is the air raid concept here.
That's right. Invented by Hal Mommy and Mike Leach. Nobody ever ran it before them. Nobody ever ran it better since.
Alabama ran it in the national championship.
That's right, because they're hacks. They're Mike Leach air raid hacks.
They wish.
They wish they could be. Okay, he's back. Can't talk about fun stuff. No more Mike Leach talk.
If Mike Leach gets fired,
I left it just the right time. Oh my god!
Jesus, dude, how quick does your dog take a pee, bro?
No, just put him out, man. Put him out on the leash.
Let him run amongst the
on a leash.
Dude, I'm out in the middle of nowhere.
What if he runs into like a Delaware mountain lion or something, or whatever kind of weird fauna you guys have?
There's no such thing as that, and I live
Delaware fighting chicken.
I live on like 60 acres, so if she gets lost,
that's a lot of chicken.
Then why does she have to have a leash on?
I don't want her to run too far away. I mean, it's like a 100-yard lead. Like, she's good.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
She can run around the backyard. It's only like 30 out. She's good.
Dangerous.
I thought she was just running around with like a normal hand leash.
Blue hens.
I wish our boy Bam would have made a big play in this game. That would have been nice.
Yeah, like we said, young guy.
Yeah.
A lot of flashes of promise. A lot of edges to smooth out. Still.
Wasn't he had like a 3rd-round grade or something after?
No, he got exponentially better. At least from a lot of the film that I've seen is from his later career. But he was smacking some people in some of the highlights. There's a hit against Navy.
Yeah. Well, I did that the scout on him, and I mean I put that hit in there. I mean, he just lit that dude up.
The fact that he did that to a future service member is almost a crime against the country.
That's a nice.
He really hit that fella hard.
Yeah, he did. And it was late in the game too. It was like a game-winning tackle kind of deal.
Yeah, it was, big ball play.
The hard count by McKenzie Milton.
That's right. Authority. Yeah, he's amped about it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. 5.
Is that how Trey? Is that or
Derek Brown?
Kev, is that how excited you used to get when you get a guy to jump off sides?
Dude, I never got excited.
As a center, I always got excited when we'd get him on 2 or a 3. We could do a nice little silent count sneak. It does. Yeah. I got excited as a center. I'm sure my QB did as well.
All right, hold on, run that back because I want to talk about this throw, and then I got an important question for Trey.
Oh boy. Oh no.
It's not that bad.
Fine.
That's a hell of a catch.
Come on.
Hell of a catch.
Yeah.
Welcome to Tallahassee, brah.
Going back shoulder on that fade route.
That's something I think we're going to get back in the playbook too. I mean, you remember how much we saw it in preseason. That working on the back
Yes.
shoulder throws.
Oh my
I
gosh.
think that's
This
something.
is previewing my video on Wednesday. It talks about a lot of this.
Which
Yeah, I
you'll be
think-
able to see if you subscribe to the X's and O's YouTube channel, get that
All right.
notification.
So an important center to center question for Trey.
You were a center too?
I was a center, yeah.
That's why we're such friends.
6'5" center. I was way too tall for the position.
5'10.4" center.
All right. So when you were going on 2,
Uh-huh.
did you put 2 fingers down, or did you put
No,
two fingers on the pad?
No, I didn't, because I played a service academy offense, so I was actually in a 4-point stance. So how you see like Georgia Tech and like Navy,
Oh yeah, I did that.
I was
one time.
down low. Yeah. So no, I didn't. I used my superior intellect to count to 2. But back in the day, back like Pop Warner and like even JV, when I was like playing guard and stuff. Yeah, dude. There's always little like.
Did we
fun
just miss
stuff
something?
like
Oh
that.
yeah, I like this play a lot.
Oh, sorry. I don't
Listen,
know,
we're
just
talking
reminiscing.
we're reminiscing, talking about important stuff here.
Big man.
A little
talk.
pump fake. Hits that pocket.
Yeah, that was Mayfield-y, huh? There were people that compared him to Baker, and that was a Baker-esque play.
It
was. He's better than. Okay.
Shh.
You're talking about Baker, right?
Yes.
Hey, I'm down. If you're a 6-foot quarterback that's made it this far, you're probably pretty good.
And he is. He is.
I mean, Baker has how many national championships? 0. So you might have a point.
He's got him there. That's right.
So yeah. What is going on? There we go. So my Wi-Fi occasionally goes out, so this is what you get.
Deal with it.
You subscribe because you know his Wi-Fi goes.
No,
Yeah.
you're gonna get these little, and they're quirks.
You guys send random emails out to the apartment complexes in Tallahassee, being angry about the Wi-Fi.
Is that Bam Bam?
I think it was. I saw a tail plate, back plate,
Uh-huh.
a plate.
Yeah, main coverage down to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's
Not
like
today, Junior.
Just bodying too, like.
Oh, and he did the taunty thing where you look at him like the little Allen Iverson step over. I like it.
Yeah, we'll take that on this defense.
That's
I hope he
right. We need
does
a
that.
little.
I hope he does that in
sass.
the game when they're down 40-0, and everybody rages about it for months later.
Hey, we
had a little
smooshed.
little sale concept.
Yeah, little sack concept.
Hey, that was
Oh,
that
man.
looked like smash.
All right, this is gonna make me want to cry when he can't. do
Yeah,
it.
it's pretty. That's some decent quicks there. Gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, run that back. I want to see that again. Holy moly! I think he just.
how was that
Oh,
not?
no!
He
That's a
powerbombed him.
jackknife. That's a jackknife.
Oh,
That's
that's
a
a
big,
jackknife.
sexy Kevin Nash.
Look at that throw
That's a
in
dive.
double
I'll
coverage.
tell you right now, he can work the ball down the field.
Jesus Christ!
I think that's what Norvell likes in him.
He's hitting
I mean,
attitude era finishers on people. That was sweet.
If he'd have gotten up and dropped the old suck it on him, that would have been something.
Oh yeah, man. You can't drop a jackknife without just a strong suck at crotch chop. That's just un-American. Why do we care about Nick Chubb? Get Nick Chubb's stats.
We're
on
talking
this.
crotch chop. Or,
Yeah, we're talking different
I can't-
Chubbs here.
Oh, block kick.
A block kick.
That's fitting.
Oh, Malzahn.
Visor man. Yeah.
Spurrier. Have you seen that video of the Georgia fan?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gary, while we're kind of working through stuff here, can we talk about Tennessee dropping freaking McDonald's bags to recruits?
It's so gloriously Tennessee.
Can we talk about how they weren't ever going to
right?
be caught unless they turned themselves in to fire a coach?
Do they not have a Chick-fil-A there? Like McDonald's bags? Seriously?
No one's ever look. The thing is, if there's a McDonald's bag sitting out, no one's looking inside of it. If there's a Chick-fil-A bag, you know that thing's getting raided.
That's very true.
I can't. I know that Jeremy Pruitt didn't know what asparagus was until he was like 35. I'm not sure. That's not like a joke. Even
No,
though
that was
he looked
hilarious
like the
video.
type. Yeah, go look at like he was on the old 2-A-Day show on MTV. He's never seen asparagus. Thought it was some sort of alien root. when it was
Oh,
on a plate.
little hollandaise sauce on it.
Yeah, that was gross though. Yeah, check that clip out. But Did you really think they were McBaggin kids? Like you really think?
What you got?
But they
there?
were, and they were getting away with it.
I guess, man. They haven't hired anybody yet, have they?
No, I guess they're looking at the Elliott dude from Clemson pretty hard.
Oh God!
I don't know why he's such a hot topic.
He just wants to. If you want to kill your career,
it's a dynamic
still have
offense,
an orange
Kev.
color.
He didn't even make the offense. It's a Chad Morris offense, man. It's the same.
Chad Morris offense anymore. You nuts?
You're a Chad Morris truther, huh?
It's not the same at all.
It is the same.
They don't even run a quarterback anymore.
Yeah, they do.
Not as much designed as they did with Chad Morris.
Go watch freshman year Trevor Lawrence and tell me they didn't.
Freshman year Trevor Lawrence. Seriously?
Even this year he ran.
That's called changing the offense for your skill players.
Oh my gosh. This is still Gus Miles on offense and they're not running the quarterback?
What are you talking about?
How many times does Jarrett Stidham run this ball? That's targeting.
They just developed the offense around their talent.
All right, I'm
trying to run when they kept falling down.
Targeting. We don't need to watch it.
I was going to say UCF doesn't score any more points, right?
I don't think so.
No, running the quarterback.
I think they pretty much run the clock out from here.
All right. Well, unless Bam does anything.
Yeah, let's move on to Jermaine Johnson.
All right.
That's what the people really want.
Oh, nice.
McKenzie Milton heated up second half, looked good, got the ball out quick, pushed it downfield. Auburn, don't be happy. You lose. Promising film. What do we think? Against his best opponent, I would say that he played in his college career, that Auburn team in 2017.
Yeah.
Definitely. Besides all of Memphis's teams.
Yeah. How would you shout out Norvale? Oh. How would you guys grade, before we jump into Jermaine Johnson, how would you grade that game from McKenzie?
You probably got to be an A, right, or a B plus. So that
kind of somewhere in the A minus range is what I was thinking. He won the game. He won the national championship.
He managed the offense well, moved his legs. I mean, kept the chains moving for him.
There you go.
That made some big throws late when they needed them to.
Now we're going to some big boy football. Bama, Georgia. Come on.
All right, so 323 is the first timestamp, Kev.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna hop there.
Yep. We're gonna jump around here in the old Bama Georgia game, since somehow there's not a highlight film for this guy.
Yeah. So Jermaine Johnson, number 1 ranked JUCO player, rotational guy for Georgia. Really, really physically just impressed. Just an impressive pass rusher.
Yeah, he's at the top of the screen there, number 11.
Yeah, so it's worth coming back and highlighting him.
So this is against Evan Neal, 5-star tackle.
Wide.
He tries to beat him outside with a speed rush.
3rd and 10. He does a nice job getting around him. I mean, it's just takes a little too long.
And it's this is Sark's offense, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
They get the ball out fast. That's a little mesh concept, railroad. That's what he calls it.
Well, let's focus on Johnson. We don't need to talk about railroads. Take the train station.
Here it is again. Yeah, and Neal even holds him on the way.
Mm-hmm.
So he beats him.
So he was going up against Evan Neal there.
Yeah, so that's, more dynamic of a pass rush than we saw at all this year. So
yeah, honestly.
I mean, you just see some of the explosiveness, some of the hand movement, or some of the hand play.
We haven't had a true edge guy since Brian Burns left. Honestly, we've had some edge settery guys and bull rushy guys. Yeah.
606. We do not need to see this walk-on turn tight. The quarterback at freaking Georgia. How's that happen?
What's that? Stetson Bennett?
Yeah.
That's a white name.
That was criminal for them.
That's
kidding me.
I loved it.
All right, he's down here at the bottom of the screen taking on tight end. I believe that's him anyway.
Yeah, that is him. Yeah. Down here.
What do we do there? Number 11.
Just taking on in a run game. I mean, you get to see him set an edge, which is something you're going to need him to do. Ball goes way up inside, but still.
Right. Primary skills as a pass rusher, but not a liability against the run.
Right. Keeps his outside arm free there and then works back inside. All right.
Where are we going next,
8 minutes.
And
this
is your favorite take of the transfer class, right?
Yeah, this is the top one. Well, it's just, I think, based on talent and need. I mean, you can't play defense without a pass rush, and they desperately needed one this year.
All right. So what are we seeing here?
Let's find it.
I think this is him at the bottom of the screen. Yeah.
Yep.
So he makes a little inside move.
Yeah. So last time we saw him against Neal, he beat him on an outside move, and now he sets him up outside, jumps back inside, gets in Mac Jones' face. Mac Jones just got uber talented receivers who can get the ball quick.
Well, I mean, that guy's got a 20-yard cushion. So
yeah.
Did not see a lot of different moves from Florida State's defense.
The move is run in and get absorbed by the
9-13 Kev.
So that's nice. We've got a diversity of things that can be done other than just run into the guy.
But not only moves, Trey, but you also see a plan, like a plan as a pass rusher too, which is important.
Yeah, here he is at the top of the screen.
Well, it's just like a fight, right? You set traps, you set people in, you try to establish tendencies that you can break later. Yeah, there's a mental battle going on between the tackle and the end. I agree.
He engages on the outside shoulder, but is able to kind of break free and make the play on the inside.
Yep.
That's a good play.
Yes. Nice to see he's not a liability in the run game. I mean, this is an Alabama O-line, which is we know how loaded they are.
Absolutely. Yeah, very stout there.
He's in these next couple plays here.
Okay.
The 913, 923, 937.
Really glad we got him, so we didn't have to ask too much. Some of those true freshmen coming in, the Patrick Paytons and the George Wilsons, who might get swallowed up in the run game.
Well, because they had five-star Nolan Smith starting ahead of him.
He blows up the pulling guard and makes the play.
Yeah, I mean you get a glimpse of this play right here. Why he's my top player brought in.
Boom.
Oh wow!
That's insane.
I mean that's big boy football. Who was making a play like that last year? That physicality.
You're happy.
We couldn't even figure out what shoulder to like funnel a 20-yard run to. So
now he lines up down here at the bottom of the screen and gets a sack.
He double teamed him, still gets a sack. He gets both. The tackle and the guard.
He jumps back inside again. Neal's setting way up the field. Jumps back inside again.
Yeah, this is the best offensive line in America.
Yeah, he beats.
Yeah, they won an award.
So Trey, I've kind of given my ranking. Who's your top addition for this year?
I would still think it really is between this kid and Milton. I think I'm just going to go with McKenzie just because of the importance of the quarterback and some of the intangibles. But this kid's is right there. I think if you go in terms of who other teams desired the most, I think Johnson was a bigger get and a bigger pull for Norvell than McKenzie Milton, because this kid is not.
Where are we going, AB?
There's not an asterisk or anything like that. This is a kid that a lot of other programs wanted. So it's like it's not even 1 and 2. It's probably like a 1A, 1B, and I give the slight edge to Milton.
Yeah. What about you, Kev?
For me, it's about who we're replacing, and since if we were replacing James Blackman with McKenzie Milton, I would 100% say McKenzie Milton. But it's a lot closer because I think the potential upside of Jermaine Johnson over what we would have otherwise is a bigger gap. I think
that's
Jordan
a good
Travis
point. The war
as a solid quarterback, and I'm not even 100% convinced that. I mean, McKenzie Milton's not going to walk into it to a free starting position. He's going to have to work for it, and I don't think there's anybody on the roster that could even begin to compete against Jermaine Johnson at that defensive end spot.
Yeah.
Impressive interview too. Check out Tomahawk Nation, the article they did, and some of the clips from his interview. Jermaine Johnson's impressive kid, right mindset to have. So that's good. So that's the film, right, boys?
Yep.
Well, I'm excited. Where do we go from here? I don't know. If you guys want some suggestions, we've been kicking around some fun stuff, maybe some live streams in the future. We don't know. We got to figure out some technical stuff. We'll definitely be talking about the recruiting once National Signing Day in February. We talk about the full totality of the class, maybe look at some high school highlights, some things of that nature, do some of our own evaluations of some of the guys to watch out for in the coming years. But then from there, suggestions in the comment section. Whatever, a lot of the stuff we've done has been based on some of the suggestions you put down. So go ahead, throw in there what you want to see. Old Florida State games, old Memphis games, old games from this year, old games from the 90s. I don't know. I'm open to anything. It's a free-for-all, boys. Any other, before I wrap this thing up into a nice little bow, anything else you two gentlemen would like to say?
Yeah, we're like a month away from freaking spring ball starting, which is amazing to hear and know.
That is true.
Florida State football is almost here again.
Oh, and I'm excited just all over again. Well, for me and my other excited compadres, I am Trey Rowland. That was Kevin Little. That was Adam Brown. This is the Triple Option. Thank you for staying with us. Please, nobody else is doing it like us. So subscribe to the X and Knowles YouTube page. Put on the notifications. Tell your friends. Tell your enemies. Do the little button pushy thing. Tell your friends. Tell your frenemies. I don't care. Tell everybody about us because we're the best thing going today. Go Knowles. Chop, 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 chop. And we will see you soon. Love you guys.